What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, we are back again with the same video I did I think about 2 weeks ago now. In this video, we're gonna be trying out Amazon's most wished for products. So recently I actually found out that Amazon has a section of their website where you can pretty much check out what people are wishing for in their wish list. And they pretty much do this for every single category of any product that you can find on Amazon, which I think is so cool. So pretty much what this most wished for part of the website is kind of like a tiered list of products that most people are collectively really wanting. So we're here today to find out what these products are about and why everyone is wanting these on their wish lists. Just as in my previous video, I did mention that this video is not my own. I'm actually inspired by Rach Loves. I saw this on her channel and I thought it was such a good idea. So once again, giving credit to her, make sure you guys check out her video after this. But if you guys want to see what most wished for products I picked up this time, then without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the very first category that I went into on the most wished for kind of products was books. Now this is a category I didn't actually do last time, so I was really intrigued to see what would be on there. The number one book that everyone has been wanting is this one right here. Fun fact, me and Einstein actually share the same birthday. So my whole life, I basically tell people that I'm Einstein reincarnated. Anyways, this is the book that everyone is wishing for Christmas, and this is called The Interesting Facts for Curious Minds. It's got 1,572 random but mind-blowing facts about history, science, pop culture, and everything in between, and it's by the author called Jordan Moore. I think this is such an amazing idea for kids, for adults. It's got some pictures. The font is pretty easy to read and understand. I can definitely see why this is in so many people's wish list. It's such a cool book, and personally, I love finding out little random facts about things. On the blurb, it says, in this book, you'll find the answers to some of these questions. Who was the inventor of Bitcoin? When did zero become a number? What did the Big Bang sound like? Do you know what? Let's just go on a random page and find a fact that I can read to you guys. Okay, this is an interesting one. It says it's illegal to climb trees in Toronto, and it's also verboten to swear in that city's public parks. After all, Canadians are nothing if not polite. That is really interesting. I mean, obviously climbing trees is sometimes shunned upon, but I didn't realize it could be illegal in some places. There's a whole section about crazy laws in this book, so I'm definitely gonna be reading through that. But yeah, all in all, this book is pretty cool. I like the fact that you can learn a lot from it in a fun and like enticing way. So if this is on any of your wish lists, I feel like you're not gonna be disappointed. Okay, the next category I went into was home and kitchen. I just love that category so much. I really enjoyed it last time I filmed this video too. This time around, that list has changed ever so slightly since I filmed this video last time, and I feel like things now are just getting a little bit more tailored towards like Christmas. So in the category for home, there was a lot of heated blankets, and I feel like it just makes sense. It's winter, everybody's cold, heating prices have just completely gone through the roof, so I got a heated blanket. This one was one of the ones off the list. I think this one was roughly 60 pounds, but I mean, it is so worth it because it's gonna keep me so toasty and so warm. This one says it has 6 heating levels. It's got 1 to 9 hours adjustment timer. It's got overheat protection. It actually has a detachable controller with an LED display. This is quite a large one. It's 160 centimeters by 130 centimeters. And I just got it in the gray because I felt like it went the best with my house, and it doesn't actually look like a heated blanket because a lot of them are quite like hard and rigid. So I guess let's plug this in and try it out on the sofa. I am so looking forward to this. All right, so here is the blanket. Now, it's actually a lot smaller than I imagined. I don't know what I had in mind, but I mean, it's like good enough for one person to snuggle under, maybe two if you're close. But this is where it all attaches. It's got all these like little weird wires inside, which is pretty much the same as the pattern that you can see. And then this is the remote, which is kind of a bit awkward. I wish it was slightly in a different position, but it's okay. So this is the digital dial inside, and I think you can control like the temperature on it and everything. So I'm gonna try and turn it on, and I'll let you know how quickly it heats up. Okay, so it's starting to get warm. It's probably taken a couple of minutes to get to this stage, but it already feels pretty toasty. So I've set it to the highest temperature, which is I think 9 on here. I don't know what that means, but that's just the highest mode. And yeah, it's actually pretty snug and cozy. If you are a cold individual, this would make such an amazing item for you. I can also see why this is on the list of most wished for products, because I feel like we're all cold, it's winter time, and we all just need a heated heated blanket. This is like the best invention ever. Moving on to the next category, I also went into home accessories, which is kind of different from just home in general. They had some really interesting products on this list, such as that Lego thing in number 3. However, I'm a simple girl and I feel like when I see a candle, I just have to get it. So in number 1, we of course had the Yankee candle. I feel like they're the most popular one really. But in number 2, we had woodwick, which I actually prefer. I think woodwick is slightly more expensive, but the candle is so much better. Honestly, it crackles and it's just so nice. So when I saw this scent, which I've never ever smelt before, I just thought, it's worth trying. I will admit, I'm not questioning why this is on the most wished for list because I already know these candles are really good. I just love the shape of them. They are soy candles and the wick is so cool inside. Look at that wick, you guys. It basically burns like a little flame and it crackles. It's such a nice experience. It's interesting how this is the scent that people are wishing for because it's not a very wintry or Christmassy one. It's called Fruits of Summer. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not mad at it because this smells absolutely incredible. It literally smells of like mangoes. This just smells so nice. It would make such an amazing gift for anyone, which makes sense why it's most wished for. So yeah, if this candle is on any of your wish lists, I really hope you guys get this for Christmas because it's such a nice candle. Okay, so now moving on to the next most wished for category, we're going into beauty. The number 1 product for beauty was this Revlon hair styler. So this is called the Revlon one-step volumizer. So basically, I think what this is like a hairdryer, but like a volumizer in one. I think this is supposed to give you that kind of blow-dried effect as you're drying your hair, so I think that's a really cool idea. I think this was around the £40 mark, which I feel like is pretty good, especially if this works. I don't think I've ever tried any Revlon hair tools before, so this is quite exciting. Okay, so this is literally what it looks like. There is no other attachments but this thing all in one. It's obviously got the power lead as well, all attached, and yeah, I mean, it looks pretty sturdy. The quality of it looks all right. It seems that it has 3 settings. It has a cool setting, 1 and 2, which obviously is like a different intensity for heat. I'm gonna dampen my hair and we're gonna try this out together to see what it does. Okay, so I've now dampened this part of my hair, which I wanna try this device on. So it says to work in very small sections like this. I feel like if you work in any bigger sections than this, it's probably not gonna work to its full potential. I guess let's turn the device on and see how loud it is. 3, 2, 1. That's not that bad. That's on heat number 1 and that's on number 2. It does get quite loud, but I mean, it's a hairdryer. Of course it's gonna be loud. I'm gonna try it on the lower heat setting and we're just gonna see what happens to this strand of hair. Okay, so that is the strand straight out from that dryer. I have to say, it does feel very, very soft. I wouldn't say I got that blow dry kind of effect, especially on those ends. Maybe ever so slightly, but I feel like my hair's a bit too long for that. That is the thing I was really hoping for, those flicky ends. I feel like that's just too hard to achieve on my kind of length of hair. All in all, it's done a pretty good job at drying this strand. Has it curled it or given it any kind of like bounce? I wouldn't say so. Now, obviously Rome wasn't built in a day. I probably don't have all the answers as to how to use this yet. So I am gonna have a little play around with it in the future and see if I can get any better results than this. But I mean, at a first glance, this is literally all it does. So if you're looking to get this as a hairdryer only, I mean, it does the job. Will this give you that bouncy kind of curl though? I don't know. For me, it didn't really work. All right, so for the next category, we're gonna be looking at clothing. Clothing I am very excited about. However, the clothing category hasn't really changed all that much since last time. As the top items, there's still quite a lot of like the snoods, the wearable blankets, which I tested in the previous video. So I thought, let's try something different. I saw that at number 5, we had this shapewear kind of like body. Now you guys know I'm a huge fan of Skims. I love testing out like shapewear and things like that, just things that make you more confident. So I thought, let's try this out. So this was around £30. I ended ended up getting the nude version, and I also didn't go for the one that's a thong because I feel like that's always a little bit uncomfortable. But this is what it looks like. It's basically like Skims, but on a budget. It's got adjustable straps. It's got the sort of like cinched in boob area. It's got the little butt cheeks on the back, and obviously when you put this on, everything stretches out. I got mine in the smallest size you could get, which I think was extra small because I really like to have that core control really tight. I feel like this has made it to the top list for a reason, so let's go try it on and see how it works. Okay guys, so here is the body on. I've just popped on some jeans over it because I feel like you don't really need to see the bottom half. Just so you know, the bottoms do have a clasp so you can go to the toilet easily without having to take the whole thing off. I mostly just wanted to talk about how this feels on. It feels very supportive. Now obviously this is more of like an underlayer. You're not just supposed to go around walking out like this. Perhaps if it didn't have these lines under here and made it really obvious that it was an undergarment, I actually probably would have worn this out. It's got just the right amount of core control. My belly actually feels really nice and tucked in this. Actually, I might just show you guys how this part here looks where the tummy is. It feels very, very snatching. It actually feels like it's doing something because it's got this elastic kind of pull. Sometimes bodies like this say they're core control, but honestly they do nothing. Whereas this, I actually do feel like I'm pretty tucked. By the way, ignore this like band of different color under here. That's just my underwear underneath. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty snatching. I feel very comfortable, very confident in this, and I feel like this would be such a nice undergarment for underdresses. It just gives you that really nice sculpted figure. It feels really nice and tight, like I'm getting a nice warm hug. I have to say, this is pretty on par with some of the body sculpting items that I've tried from Skims, and this is like a quarter of the price, so I'm gonna say this is a really good item. Okay, now moving on to the next category. The next one is garden. Now last time in garden there wasn't all that much that really caught my eye, but this time it was different. This time in top one we had a bonsai tree kit, which is honestly right up my alley. I've been going on about wanting to like plant my own bonsai tree and start growing it from scratch forever now, so I saw this and I just had to get it. Again, I feel like this would make such an amazing gift for somebody that likes gardening or maybe wants to get into gardening but on a small scale. This is one of those things that I can't obviously test out for you guys because it's not like it's gonna grow in like a minute. So I'm just gonna unbox this and see what we get inside and if it looks promising or not. Okay, so this is what you get. This is literally everything. All the contents are inside this little cardboard box. I'm guessing that in here you have all these different types of seeds for these different types of bonsais. These are the contents of what you actually get inside here. Okay, let's open it up. Oh, okay. So basically this is what you get. So in here, this little tray slides out and you get the little like soil clumps. How cute is that? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. You get these little plastic trays, I'm guessing for something, I don't know what. And then you get a bunch of these like soil clumps. You get 5 of these, and then in here, you pretty much put them wherever you want. This is how you get the little seeds as well. So obviously you can plant the seeds yourself. It also comes with a little book that you can read up on and see what you need to do. But yeah, I really like this idea. I think it's such a cute idea as a present, so no wonder this is on a lot of people's wish lists right now. I'm definitely gonna give this a go and I'll keep you guys updated on my stories whether this is gonna work in the next couple of weeks. And now the very last category that I went into was groceries. I was really wondering what I could possibly find in there. The number one product was spiced rum, which I do not drink, so I had to skip that one. We then also had some Lindor chocolate, which is another classic for Christmas, but I cannot have it because it's got dairy in it. So the first real product that caught my eye on this list was number 5, which was actually a set of green teas. It's from a brand called Pucker, which is quite a popular tea brand, and you get quite a big selection in here. I feel like once again, this is such a nice gift idea for someone, so no wonder it's ended up on the list. I feel like loads of people drink tea, and I've only recently really started to get into it, but look how festive that is. I love it. I never used to be like a hot drinks kind of person until I realized just how much tea can really do for your health. So this is what you get inside. You get the active turmeric teas, you get a supreme matcha green tea, you get original chai, you get ginseng matcha green tea, you get the revitalized tea, and all sorts of different ones. I really love this. To be honest, the only green teas I've ever tried is like the regular green tea and also jasmine green tea, so this is gonna be an experience for sure. Honestly, all these teas smell great, so I feel like this is a great gift for someone, and I can vouch for the fact that I'm gonna love these. Anyways, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing what kind of products are most wished for on Amazon right now. I actually had a lot of fun trying out these products, which otherwise I probably wouldn't have got to try. Let me know in the comments which one of them was your favorite as always. I also hope that this video was kind of helpful to some of you, whether these things were on your own wish list or you're just looking for a present for someone. I actually have to say, I'm very impressed with everything in this video. Also, if you guys have any video requests for videos you want to see before Christmas, let me know in the comments as always. But that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video as always, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.